If scrolling YouTube shorts counted as a hobby, I'd be wearing gold medals all over my neck by now. And if watching Netflix was an Olympic sport, I'd proudly represent my country. But here's the twist: when screen time quietly takes over, real hobbies start packing their bags. We trade sketchbooks for screens, guitars for gaming, and evening walks for endless reels. Here's a question for you: what's the first thing you do when you get home from school? Do you pick up a tablet, turn on the TV, or play video games? Or do you pick up a basketball, a paintbrush, or maybe even a book? Hi, my name is Smayan, and today I want to talk about the big battle of our time: hobbies versus screens. The real battle. Screens are everywhere. They are fun, colorful, full of games, videos, and endless scrolling. But sometimes screens trap us. Like quicksand. If you sit down for just one game, boom, 2 hours are gone. Research by Common Sense Media 2023 found out that kids aged 8 to 12 years spend an average of 5 hours a day on screens. That's almost a whole school day. And University of Oxford International found out that kids who spend more than 2 hours a day on screens are 30% less likely to take part in creative hobbies and sports. Now let's think about hobbies. A hobby is something you do just because you love it, not because you have to, like drawing, reading, building Lego, or playing soccer. When you practice a hobby, you're building a superpower: creativity, patience, teamwork, or problem solving. Now you must be wondering where the name hobby actually came from. The word hobby came from hobby horse, a toy horse that kids love to play with. Because it was so fun, the word hobby now means something you like to do for fun. Now let's talk about real people, people whose hobbies shape their lives. MS Shubhalakshmi from India started singing as a little girl. Her passion turned into purpose, and she became the first Indian musician to win the Bharat Ratna. Lionel Messi, he began playing football at the age of 5 in his neighborhood, and today the world knows him as one of the most greatest footballers of all time. Here's an example. If you spend an hour gaming, you might beat a level. But if you spend an hour playing guitar, you'll create music that makes people smile. Which one will you remember in 10 years? Screens can be sneaky sleep stealers. Have you ever found yourself scrolling at midnight only to find yourself wide awake? That's because screens shine a special light, kind of like a flashlight, that makes your brain think it's still daytime. And when your brain thinks the sun is up, it stops making the sleepy juice called melatonin. Without enough of that sleepy juice, falling asleep takes forever. And the sleep you do get isn't so great. So the next morning, you feel like a zombie, tired, cranky, struggling to focus in class. And also eating brains, of course. A Harvard study found out that kids who use screens before bed have 1 hour less on average of sleep. Without proper sleep, our creativity, patience, and mood all drop. When screens steal your night, they also steal your spark. A hobby, on the other hand, is your mirror. It reflects your interests, imagination, and your rhythm. It's where you forget the clock and find yourself. Don't get me wrong, screens aren't the enemy. They can teach us, inspire us, and even connect us. But if screens steal all our free time, we lose a chance to discover who we are and what we love. So here's my little challenge to you. The next time you feel like reaching out for a screen, pause and think, what else could I do right now that makes me feel more alive? Because your next great idea, your future talent, and even your happiness might be behind that simple hobby you once loved and forgot. In the end, screens and hobbies don't have to be enemies. They can share the stage. But make sure your hobbies always get the spotlight because they help you shine. And by the way, the best movie you'll ever watch is the movie of your own growth. Thank you.